Hello everyone, welcome back to part 4 of my Parthia Let's Play. Last time we had a bit of a disaster. Our previous Shah, this poor guy, Arsace, he met his untimely end right here to the forces of Essigarta. We managed to mop up both stacks, and although this army was heavily diseased, managed to keep everything together. Now, somehow this guy didn't die of attrition or get taken out of action due to attrition, which I thought he was going to. We're going to give all the units to our family member and delegate him back to his job as a provincial governor. Let's keep on moving down. We got a spy here to check out what is going on in Bam. Doesn't look like a whole lot of anything. Food is good, taxes are good, things are looking on the up and up, and we finally have enough money for that Royal Sanctuary, which I've been saving for. Well, I shouldn't say I've been saving for, but trying to get for a while. Things are also looking good on the diplomacy front. We have a standing, I think we have a non-aggression pact. No, we just have a treaty with them, and I have a treaty with them too. Let me see if I can get a non-aggression pact.
The most magnificent.
No, not for a reasonable amount. I'd rather get some textiles going here. Crop rotation wouldn't be too bad. We probably don't need to have this anymore. We are already halfway there though, so we might as well finish it. 7 turns until these guys are fully replenished. That's fine. Not a whole lot going on here. We need to get this guy a little bit more respected. That way we can get rid of this, or I should say we can adopt this guy. Oops. I forgot to give him his wife back. Once again, I forgot to hit end turn, and I didn't have an autosave, so let's see. I think we just want to have more influence. That's good. That we don't really need. Let's just use that. Wasn't this his previous wife? That's interesting. And last time we had taken some slaves. This is the first bit of slaves that we've taken. We have so much public order though. It doesn't really do anything too detrimental to us. I think that's good for now. Let's just go ahead and end the turn. Now that we're over our little hiccup here in the southernmost part of Parthia, we can move against our the marauding folks down here in Bam. I can't remember what the faction is called. So many names. It's one of the things I like about this mod is it adds a ton, and it's taken a long time for me to even remember, like not Pontus. Our media is now Haston instead, which is supposed to be a more historically accurate name. I've been meaning to read up a little bit on that and see why they're called Haston in this mod. But yeah, I like the eye for the historical stuff, and it makes it a little bit more enjoyable for me. Don't really have a whole lot going on this turn, just a couple of shuffling abouts. Honestly, I may not even worry about scouting out that. No, we need to check that southernmost province. They're the very last to go. So if they're moving up to reinforce BAM, we'll know. Asigarza. I can't remember that name for the life of me. These guys have plague. Good, don't come over here. Don't want you here.
How may I serve Parthia? As the arrow flies.
Okay, so they have a navy. Is the Shah in the navy? That's interesting.
A man has many faces, treading softly.
And it looks like the Atropictan have taken a bit out of Parsa down here. So what we may do is just kind of swoop over this way afterwards, leaving Makkah, and this will probably go to Bactria, which I'm fine with. Kind of need to focus on one thing at a time. Oh, this was his previous wife, that's why she's unmarried, duh. Okay, just make sure they all have some halfway decent retainers.
My lord, make haste, man.
Now, what we could do can I recruit? Yes, I can.
Awaiting Parthia's bidding, my lord.
Can adopt this guy. As soon as we get some more gravitas. So we can have 2 armies out on the field now.
At your command.
I don't think we have a ton more to build. I'm not going to start recruiting until we get our silk, because we can make a lot of money with silk. We don't have any banditry, so I'll probably just go for a silk trader.
How may I say?
Go ahead and end the turn there. Should be 2 turns and we'll have enough money for a silk trader. I could have jacked up the taxes there just to get us there a turn quicker, but more than likely we can just recruit some units and still end up within that 2-turn window. Plus we'll be taking BAM this turn. Now I think it wouldn't be too far out of the question to just raise and loot. Or what I may do is I may just take... Yeah, I think I may just take the settlement and raise it. Because this walled settlement, even though it is wide open practically, I feel like with nothing but horse archers, we're not going to be able to just waltz in there. Especially if they've started recruiting by the time we get there. Which they might. No, not a great fire. And that was damaged anyway. Severely cut our earnings.
None will escape.
I don't like those auto-resolve numbers. Let's go ahead and fight this on the field. So now we have 20 horse archers, including the general, obviously. And It's gonna be a lot of arrows flying their way. Okay, and it looks like we're going to be running down off a hill. Look at this. Look at this line. Okay.
Come together! Swift and accurate!
Alright, got units evenly spread out. Time to blot out the sun, as the ancient Persians would have said. Parthians are a little bit similar, not actually the same. I know a lot of people who aren't as familiar with history kind of make that mistake. They kind of think, oh, well, they're from the Mesopotamia, sort of Afghanistan, Iraq, Iran sort of area. They're probably Persian. Not really. We're just gonna pelt them to death. Chase down these bowmen. Getting a little too close to the spears. You round back. And can inspire. I'm surprised the general is that much slower. I thought he was decently fast. I mean, he is for a general. There's that at least.
Our general is under attack.
These poor infantry, they don't even know where to look. It's just an absolute crossfire. Just keep the men moving. That way they're not sitting still for the bowmen over here. They're just getting torn up. Okay, now that the bows are starting to retreat, kind of start making a stationary firing position for our horsemen to fire from. That way their accuracy doesn't start to diminish.
Horse archers! Parthian horse archers! We are at your command! Horse archers! My lord rider!
Getting a little too overzealous with how close I'm getting. Trying to get full damage out of my arrows. Just kind of speed things up a little bit. Need to also keep my distance. No need to take unwanted casualties, or unneeded casualties.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Oh, the battle is just now turning in our favor, advisor. Huh. Nine losses. Yeah, that's much better than 75%. And this is why I think that keeping horses early on, at least for the Parthians, is so much better than using infantry. We kind of ran into that problem last episode where we came up against those spear, I think they're the shield bearers who have both spears and bows. Those guys are really annoying. However, we're just so mobile, we can run down every other unit and we don't really have any trouble. Even regular bowmen, just because as long as your units are moving, they don't really take too much damage. Ends out working really, really well for us. We raised that. Now I want to get this marble. However, I'm going to get some food here first. And now we have less attrition when under siege and more holdout time for cities.
Gathering supplies, my lord.
But we're going to get food here, that way we can increase growth to where we can have a 4 population surplus. Then we'll get the marble, and then we can figure out what we need by then. Let me see what Parthia is doing here. We got a bunch of stacks. Pretty trashy units, and they've got one of these guys. 2 the shield bearer type units. Pretty trashy army those that they're fielding. Let's see what else we can find. Now we can also make contact with the Hindis.
I will do you the honor of listening to...
Now they're at war with Bactria. That's interesting. We could gain some favor with Bactria if we were to declare war against the Hindis. Samrata Maurya? I don't know. Could be very beneficial though. Going to get political animal because for our party members we usually want them to have that. Yeah, this will be useful because we can just take this one territory over here, and depending on if anyone is here, we might just be able to walk in and grab the capital. Yeah, that's not a bad plan, because I think the other city is like down here somewhere or here. I know it's a port city. Go ahead and end there. Then by then we could be strong enough to take on Bactria and just overwhelm them with horse archers, because they don't have access to those eastern spear infantry with the bows and spears. They're a little bit more Hellenic. Well, I mean, obviously they're more Hellenic. If you've played them, you would know. Or just seen them at the campaign screen, you know that they're part of the Alexandrian heritage. But they tend to field more militia hoplite sort of troops, at least from what I've seen so far. I've only really played against them once with this mod. It was a very brief encounter. It was in my Rome campaign. By then they had been pushed in from all sides.
Return to your people and prepare them for death.
Oh, now this is interesting.
Now your only duty.
Well, my provisional governor in your time in service may not be up yet. I don't know why they have a governor there.
may I serve you? I would travel the world for Parthia.
Okay, there's Susa, and there's Gore down there somewhere.
Ready for battle. On the move, my lord.
Can we make it there? No, we can't quite make it there. I think we still go for it.
How may I serve Parthia? We fight for you, my lord. Is that all, my lord?
Okay.
Awaiting Parthia's
Alright. Let's get some pagan.
needs good fighters.
In my lord's name, be welcome. Our haggling.
Ooh, we're so close to having a non-aggression pact with them too. We kind of need that.
In my lord's name.
I feel very vulnerable, especially over here right now. Not so much over here, because I'm moving my forces over. But these places are still recovering, let alone, I mean, this was involved in that that battle with those remnants from Bam. These guys are pretty close. Might have to jack up the taxes just for a turn or two to make sure we can field enough units. I mean, it's not a big difference, but it might make all the difference. That's the important thing. Okay, let's move back over. We'll take this settlement, and then we'll have to double back.
Welcome, honored emissary.
They're too busy with Bactria, more than likely. I was a little nervous that Marv might be able to move in here on this turn. Because we are definitely not prepared for them right now. I thought they would have been preoccupied with Bactria. But we'll see. It doesn't look like they're at least within this area over here. They might be farther over here. Because I know they were poking their head out every once in a while, but I think they kind of retreated back here to replenish a little bit. So that might give us a turn or two to kind of prep for them coming in. I'm going to move our little provisional guy away. I don't want him getting caught in the war zone over here. Okay, good. Rahag is sending more troops south. They're going to get rid of Parsa for good, probably. Parsa may actually end up taking Susa back. I'll attend the banquet. I played this so many times you would think I would know which one you're supposed to pick, because they're very straightforward.
Cruelty do you wish, O Lord? My lord.
Thought he wasn't wearing anything there for a second.
Watch over me.
Very light clothing.
Noble cause requires
Okay.
noble men.
Actually, even with high taxes,
What cruelty
yeah, we're
do
not
you wish?
looking too bad.
Let them cower before our might!
Okay. What's this place making? It's making 300. I'm going to exempt this place from taxation. That way we're still making plenty of cash, but we're not going to cause a rebellion over here.
What cruelty do you wish, O Lord?
What do we have for mercenaries? Just archers, okay. And some cataphracts. I want to recruit an agent to go scout. I don't think now is the time to do that, though.
I will be a patient audience for your speech. Sure that you come to deliver a prophet?
It looks like these guys have been pushed back. All the way back. That's unfortunate timing.
My friend, you... In my lord's... Welcome, friend.
Alright, let's see what happens. I have a feeling that Parthia is going to retake Susa. And that'll keep these guys over here preoccupied. Those Merv troops, though. It's only a matter of time. They might have just taken that Hindi settlement, though. Sometimes the AI will prematurely declare war, so they may have a while to go before they get over to my to my territory. So hopefully that's the case. Hopefully we have a little bit more time to prepare. Let's see if Susa falls this turn. They're one of the last factions to go. No, it doesn't look like it did, and these guys are selling out. So after this, all that will be left is their navy, which I may just auto-resolve into the city. Yeah, I'll take a few extra casualties, but I mean, I can't really do anything but auto-resolve into the city. I mean, I could burn down the gates with my horse archers, but I'm okay with taking a few extra hits in order to
Swift and accurate!
get us farther along a little bit quicker. Speed is going to be the key right now.
What is the king's bidding? Battle group?
Borrow one of those. Put them nice and uniform, kind of. It's just the general by himself. About to become a pincushion.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
You're holding your shields up the wrong way, guys. Come on, get him. Come on, you got him. Well, now we're starting to run into the enemy infantry. Oh, there's the rain. There it is.
The enemy general
And we
is
got him.
dead. Our general is under attack.
Time to pick off the garrison as per usual. Starts to do a little bit of rotation. Getting closer yet staying farther at the same time. In a big circle. Yeah, I use the cantabrian circle, I just manually do it. Big circle all around the enemy. I understand that. Oh, it increases the reload skill. I didn't know it did that. The original Rome Total War, I didn't really play as the Parthians very much in vanilla Rome 2, but in the original Total War, it basically just made your units really tired really quick. Didn't provide a ton of benefit, at least not that I could see. Let's take these guys out.
Advance at speed! Archers! We will have that! Parthian horse archers! Advance at speed! Forward!
Oh, how did that spear infantry make his way all the way over there?
The men are wavering.
No, don't do that. Get out of there.
Parthian horse archers!
We actually lose a unit. Oh no, we broke them. Okay.
Riders, advance!
Alright, let's keep peppering those archers.
Quickly now! Our orders! Missile cavalry and Parthian horse archers!
Alright, keep moving. Keep moving, keep making space. Good. Take out those archers.
Orders, my lord! Archers!
Keep running circles around them.
Horse archers! Awaiting orders!
Oh man, every time I micro my horse archers now, I just think of that one battle that got the king killed. Not that it really mattered anyway, because he was
Our
going to
men
die
flee
anyway.
the field of battle.
Speaking of
This
bad
is a
micro,
shameful display.
gotta stop focusing on these little things.
Parthian horse Parthians! What is the king's bidding? Swift and accurate! Horse archers, lord!
But I do try and keep decent micro just to show some of the less experienced players
Missile on!
what you should be looking for, especially when you're controlling this many units that are this fragile, like horse archers are. Just make sure you're constantly looking around, checking your groupings. Use groupings. I don't understand where this notion of, oh, using groupings makes you bad or stuff like that. I don't know where that notion came from. I don't adhere to it, obviously. Just do what makes you a better
One of our
player.
units has used all its ammunition.
And that should be the last of them. We just need to finish off these pikemen here. $134 losses would kill their general. Garrison's virtually wiped out by the look of it too. Should be an easy auto resolve in. We might lose one horse archer here. It's okay. More than likely we can just get a mercenary, and we have so much money at this point. It may detract slightly from the number of horse archers we can have in our second army, but realistically that army is just going to be holding off aggression, not really pushing into enemy territory.
You have further
Okay,
orders?
there we go. Showed up at the banquet, got loyalty for everyone.
Yaros strike home!
Although that house did get influence, which we don't really want. Kill him. Yeah, okay. We lost a horse archer, that's fine. Let's loot.
At your command. At once.
Fix all those things. Yeah, we can Persian influence. We don't really want Persian influence, we want Parni, which is different somehow.
We fight for you, my lord.
Again, Persian, Parni, not the same. Increased missile range.
Ready for orders.
And get that. Okay. So now we have tons of money. Get all the troops.
Battle. March. Are you ready to serve?
I am only going to get 4 here. I'm going to recruit a champion. Definitely think this guy is going to be the best. Oh yeah, definitely the best. This is one of the better veterans I've seen. 8 experience, tons of upkeep lost, and morale. Very good, very good.
We fight for you, my lord. Get to it, man.
Alright, that looks like it's everything we need to get done this turn. We got tons of more trading options now. Met some of the
Speak, my friend.
Arabian
Unburden your...
nations.
I greet you in my master...
None of them want to trade with us though.
Greetings, friend.
And you know what I just
Please
realized?
accept as a most...
This, well, that's a defensive ally, correct? No, military ally. Yep, so they took this settlement right after they declared war on me. So they're probably marching up right now.
I am no one.
Let's see what's going on over here. And let's drop taxes back down to a normal level. actually. And we can leave them high, because this place isn't being taxed. Yeah, let's do it like that. And we'll get a public order bonus here next turn. Basically, we just need to make it through this turn. Because we'll move our champion over here, we'll have a better understanding as to what the enemy is doing, and then we can use our defensive force to kind of push them off if they get too close to us. I probably should have put him halfway over here, that way he can go to either Nisa or Susia, depending on where we need him, but that's okay. My fault for not thinking of that sooner. Actor pick 10, holding off. I think they're just supposed to be the Persians. They're not called that. But these guys were like second to last. Having a rough time. They sent a full stack and they didn't take that settlement or province. They may not have tried. The AI will do silly things like that sometimes, but what's going on over here? Hagar. Let me see, what are they called? Parthia. I think they're supposed to be the Persians, but alright, it's good foreign policy. We could just go for cultural assimilation. But no, we don't need to do that. Can go for better horse archers here next.
I am your champion, my lord. I will travel the world for Parthia. Moving out.
Oh, that's interesting.
Heading forth, my lord.
They're probably down there. They are a ways away. Which means we can just keep recruiting, keep going. Let me see down here. Let's get a city center. And let's convert this eventually to a, oh man, royal tomb, maybe. I think we might do the Temple of Fire. It's considerably cheaper. And we might have some cultural buildings here. Wouldn't be a bad idea.
Mithra, watch over me.
Ready for orders.
Now this army though makes me a little uneasy.
Parthia.
So I'm just gonna leave you down there.
Awaiting.
And we might have to make you the aggressor now. Otanans.
I am a real soul. I will lash any man who fails.
Yep, still on
My
Susa.
master extends the... In my lord's name, be...
Not a whole lot we can do diplomatically. If it wasn't for our provincial governor here, we'd be running out of money very easily here. Definitely very happy he's still alive. Oh, we should have gone to our family tree and adopted everyone. That would have been a good idea. We can always do that next turn. Of course, it's not really pressing at the moment because we're not trying to gain a ton of influence over everyone. Okay. I wonder what's going on over here. Might have to check and see who they're at war with.
At your command. Awaiting Parthia's bidding. I'm yours to command. I am with you, my lord.
That's interesting. Yeah, they're nowhere to be seen.
Moving out. Ready for. Stand to, you miserable
How
worms.
may I serve Parthia?
Come, join our ranks.
What gives us the most conversion? The Royal Sanctuary. No, I think I'm going to go with the Fire Temple. It'll be a little bit slower, but I think in the long run, that's going to be a more culture-heavy province. So it'll be more worthwhile having him there, or that temple built there. Oh man, they have elite spearmen too. Longbowmen. And these are kind of your more levy units. Okay, still can't tax yet. We need to wait for this farm to be built.
My friend.
So they're kind of just infighting amongst each other
Come, my friend.
down there
Speak.
in the Arabian Peninsula.
Greetings, friend. I will be a patient
I am here to listen if you speak.
I'm surprised they don't like us much more than that.
Welcome, friend. Welcome.
Bactrias
Greetings,
is
honored
very
guest.
friendly. That's
I
always
see.
a good sign.
My master extends the more.
Alright, that's about all we can do. Gotta keep holding onto our newfound provinces. Hopefully eventually we can get some marble. I think marble also provides culture. Or it might be industry. No, it's probably industry. But we'll probably end up putting another industrial building in the provincial capital there. And where are you going, Mr. Seleucid? Well, somehow, some way, Marv hasn't managed to attack us. I think at the end of this turn, because I have a feeling it's going to be another quick turn, should be a good place to stop. And next turn, we'll take up the offensive on possibly two fronts. I feel really uneasy with two stacks, including elite spearmen over here in the Hindu province over here. So we'll see what happens. Oh, and Rahaga is just being wonderful neighbors. And Marv, that's super weak force. Oh, wow. So that explains why they didn't... Oh, they did take Susa. Well, now Active Bintan is going to be preoccupied. Okay, this is good. Yeah, this is good. Let's move up here.
The arrow strikes home. Mitra, watch over me.
Recruit our last couple of horse archers.
To fight for our cause. We fight for you, my lord.
And I'll probably end up taking some elephants to round out this army down here.
Greetings, most excellent. Your offer is well meant.
One of these times I'm just gonna offer him money. I need to offer him money.
I will do you the honor of it.
Sure, we have a strong border. These guys are picking up enemies all over the place. Seleucids.
Athena give you wisdom, so that you may speak well and persuade.
Lost so
My
many
friend.
satrapies.
You...
Yeah, I think that is a good place to end. Let's make sure nothing happens here. Marv could always sally out of that province. I don't think they're going to, but they could always try and... I don't understand why they sent this single stack. Oh, they just lost it. This makes things more interesting. Okay. The Bactrians just took it from them. So, I think this next turn is going to be a political nightmare because we're going to have to decide if we want to go to war against the Bactrians or not. It could help solidify that southern border that we have now, though, so more than likely we will. I think everything else is going to be fairly uneventful, so with that, I will see you guys next time. Oh!
We
Came
seek
out of
trade
nowhere.
and prosperity for all. I am sure that you can
You
see
want to
that
give
in
me
your
money
noble
for
wisdom.
that? No. I will trade with them, though.
Awaiting.
Well, that explains where their other force was. Probably going to lose this settlement.
My lord.
We'll just regain it the next turn. And we will begin our migration on up.
The world for Parthia.
How may I serve Parthia?
Athena give you wisdom, so that you...
Greetings, friend. Welcome, friend, welcome. I, in my lord... Welcome, friend.
Okay, I think that is going to be it. I don't think there's anything else I can do. I'm going to end it here. More than likely,
Ready
may
for
actually
battle.
sally out to fight us. If they do, that's good, because we'll end up beating them. We won't quite make it into the zone of
On the
influence
move,
here.
my lord.
And I will recruit a dignitary. Yeah, guys, that should be it. I will see you next time on the next episode of this Parthia Let's Play. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.